So embolic protection device has been used for many years, at least since 2002, as a class 1 indication for intervention. So that means that you should use for every patient when technically feasible. But when I started practicing and in my fellowship, I noticed that a lot of times you cannot use that embolic protection device for many reasons. So what happened to all those patients? Not major complications happen. And also, when I used in my fellowship, couple of patients, there are some complications associated with it. It takes time, it increases the radiation, and the outcomes data is only based on one randomized trials that conducted 2002. So there is no more randomized trials. And based on one randomized trial, it was given as class 1 indication. So that was the trigger that I started researching for other studies and what is going on. So this is a meta-analysis. I pulled all the data has been published so far on these topics. So total patients population is around 53,000 patients. There are 8 trials included, and outcomes are periprocedural myocardial infarction, all-cause mortality, and in revascularization rate and death. Good question. The findings are that whether you use the embolic protection device or not use, there is no really difference in this situation. So before the trial showed that there is a significant difference, a decrease in periprocedural myocardial infarction, but my study shows that there is no difference. Rather, it has some indication that increase the complication rate and some increase in periprocedural myocardial infarction. So because it was a class 1 indications, so everybody by guidelines have to use this device during this intervention. But right now, European Society of Cardiology guidelines on myocardial revascularization 2018 has been changed, and they downgraded from class 1 to class 2A. That means that physicians does not have to use for all cases. They can select the cases whenever it's necessary, and some selected cases, and whatever the case is a high risk, they can use the device. So it's not a blanket anymore that everybody has to use this device in all the time. And it has a huge impact because it will decrease the cost of using this embolic protection device. It also prevents some physicians unnecessary litigations because they're not using, but guidelines saying that you have to use it. And overall healthcare cost will be reduced by decreasing not to use this or decreasing using this device.